My dear friend, you are most welcome on my channels. Now we will discuss about the OIC, Organization of the Islamic Countries. This does not mean that the member of the Organization of Islamic Country having the Muslim majority doesn't mean. So the people says we have 56 or 57 countries in world. That is the Muslim majority country. Totally false expectation of the Muslims. So I would like to tell you what is the real percentage of Muslim in these Islamic countries. These not the Islamic countries, but this is the member of the Organization of Islamic Countries. So the population of the Islamic countries, I will tell you. Indonesia, total percentage or religion. Percentage, I will tell you the percentage. Yes, the percentage. There are 57 countries which are the member of the Islamic Organization country. Now we will discuss about the percentage of the Islamic countries. Afghanistan 99.0. This is Muslim majority country. Albania 56%, only 56%. 44% is non-Muslim. Though it is clear majority, not the overwhelming majority in the Albania. Algeria 97%. This is majority. Azerbaijan 96%. Bahrain 70%. Bangladesh 89.8%. Benin 23%. The Benin is the member of Organization of Islamic Country and having the only 23.8% population of Muslims, means 76.20% is non-Muslim. In the Benin, Muslim are minorities, so this is not Islamic country. After that, Brunei 75%, its majority clear cut. Burkina Faso 61%, at least 40% are non-Muslims. So in this country there is no overwhelming majority of the Muslims. Cameroon only 18%. This is the member of Islamic country. Cameroon only 18% population is Muslim, whereas 81 81.70% is non-Muslims. Chad 55%, means 45% is non-Muslims. Cote d'Ivoire 37% Muslim. Muslim in here in minority. So three country now in Muslim country, the Muslim in minority. Chad 50%, Comoros 98% Muslim majority country. Djibouti 96.9 Muslim majority, Egypt 94 Muslim majority, Gabon only 11.20% Muslims, means more than 89% are the non-Muslims. Here is the fourth country which having the Muslims in minority. Gambia 95, Guyana 84, Guinea-Bissau 50%. Only the 50% is the means here the Muslim and non-Muslim are equal. So this is the fifth country having no Muslim majority. Guyana 6.4%. Only 6.4% people in Guyana and Muslim. This is the seven countries where the Muslims are in minority. Indonesia 87%, Iran 90, Iraq 99, Jordan 97, Kazakhstan 70, Kuwait 74, Kyrgyzstan 88, Lebanon 61, Libya 96, Malaysia 63, Maldives 98, Mali 92, Mauritania 91, Morocco 99, Mozambique only 18%. This is the eighth country which having only 18% Muslims. Niger 84, Nigeria 50 is equal. This is the ninth country which not having the majority in the Islamic country. This is ninth country. Pakistan 96, Oman 84, Palestine territory 97, Qatar 67, Senegal 96, Sierra Leone 78, Somalia 99, Sudan 19, Suriname only 13%. Here this is the 10th country which have no Muslim majority. Syria 92, Tajikistan 96, Togo 14, only 40% population is Muslim. Means this is the 11th country which having the Muslim minority. Tunisia 99, Turkey 98, Turkmenistan 93, Uganda. This is the 12th country having not Muslim majority. The only 11.5% is Muslims. United Arab 76, Uzbekistan 96. So you see, in the 57 countries, there are only 44 countries having the Muslim majority. And India, this is not the Muslim majority. Only 44 countries are Muslim majority. But why these are screaming that the Muslim having 57 countries? This is the false expectation. So let us know. Even if the 99% are the Muslim country, so we cannot, and Muslim cannot defend the Islam. Because this is the conclusion of ideology Islam. If the majority of will be Muslim in world, means 99% will be, this is the assumption. If there will be 99% Muslim in the world, so this will the ill fate of the universe, because due to the firqa parasti or the sectarism in Islam, there are 73 sectors in Islam or parts of Islam or division of Islam known as firqa in Arabic. They will definitely fight to each other. Ultimately, all the firqas will finished, and the last Muslim will fight himself. Means sword will be in hand and the trunk part without any power. So the hand portion of the Muslim will kill the, divide the himself between the boundary line of the trunk or the stomach. This is the reality of Islam. Now let us see what is Sharia. What is the Sharia? Sharia is a jurisprudence of Islam. There is no need to say that Shariat law. No, Shariat means law in Islam. Shariat law means law in Arabic. So Sharia is the Islamic rule, and this rule is very, very cruel against the humanity, and it is the dictatorship of Islam. And in the beginning, it was the dictatorship of Prophet Muhammad due to his vested interest. This is why all the country which are indulged or which have imposed the Sharia in the Islamic country, the United Nations organization must ban of these countries' membership, and they must be in FATF blacklisted, not grey or red listed, only the blacklisted. Pakistan, Bangladesh, I don't know what is in Pakistan must be in blacklisted due to the Sharia imposed, and even Bangladesh, the Sharia imposed. If this country must be in the FATF blacklist, there no mean of the red list or grey list. This is the FATF blacklisted, and this country which has imposed the Sharia, must be avoided with the friendship to the other non-Muslim country. Because if we have the embassies of these Islamic countries, certainly we are cheating the non-Muslims or kafir or defying the law of rule. This is why if India has the ambassador of United Emirat and the all Islamic country, though it is a matter of diplomatic or political compulsions, but if there is no compulsion, all these Islamic country, those cannot grow ample food stock just like the vegetables, wheat, ragi, swar, maize. Then what is the compulsion of the those countries who have ample supply of food as Ukraine, Russia, India, USA means all the non-Islamic country has ample food stocks. Then because these Islamic country are running their governments according to Islamic rules and they are harassing the non-Muslims in their Islamic country. Then what compulsion of these non-Muslim countries which are so powerful, they cannot afford all the food stuffs or the calories or the money or the wealth, and even they will cut the relationship with Islamic country, then there will be no disturbance in un-Islamic countries and these countries will be survived profoundly because due to the Islamic country we have some compulsion that we have the embassies of these Islamic country in India, in United Nations of America and Russia, Ukraine, France, Britain, Sweden and many developing or developed countries which are not the Muslim majority countries. But why they are sacrificing their lives, their wealth for the sake of these Islamic country? Whereas these Islamic countries are so rigid or so obstinate to impose the Sharia in their country against non-Muslims. As you see, Tariq Aziz was a Christian. His name was a Christian name, Johanna. But Saddam Hussein forcibly convert his name as Tariq Aziz as a Arabic Islamic name. This is the dictatorship. We cannot afford such like of dictatorship of Islam today because we are not so weak. We are well up to date, well to do, and fully equally strength, ample strength against these Islamic countries. Then what is the need of the compulsion of the country to bow down the such Islamic jurisprudence or the Sharia law? You see, when the Nupur Sharma stated the same thing as is described in the Hadith of Quran, that the Muhammad Shah was 51 years old when he married to Abu Bakr's daughter, the first Caliph of Islam, Isa, and Isa was consummated physical relation with Prophet Muhammad Sahib at the age of 54. This is the pedophile. This habit is known as pedophile, and the Muhammad was pedophile. So, what need of to compel to bow down these Islamic country? You see, when the Nupur Sharma stated the correct as written in Hadith, then why India bow down against the Qatar and the woman? Very ridiculous thing that we are going against such ideology which is very, very inhuman in nature and very, very cruel against the non-Muslim, even the Muslims who are not following the ideology of Islam. So this was the diplomatic defeat of the India. Indian people and majority of Hindus or majority of India cannot afford such like of compulsion of Modi government to bow down against the Qatar. And Qatar is the same country who called the terrorist, Islamic terrorist, Dr. Zakir Naik, or you can say Dr. Jokar Naik MBBS Munna Bhai, who was the chief inaugurator or chief guest for his speech of the Islamic verses. Such type of verses which is very, very against the non-Muslims and all the peoples and the footballers are playing are non-Muslim. If the chief guest was the Dr. Jokar Naik MBBS, he was expelled from the India. So Qatar has insulted India diplomacy and Indian country, the largest democracy of the world. This is the real face of Islam, which has shown by Qatar government or Qatar leadership or Qatar dictatorship. Because in the Islamic country there is no government, there is no democracy. There is just dictatorship in the name of Islam. And the Muslims are very happy with the Islamic dictatorship. If these kings or dictators are imposing the Sharia on these poor peoples, they do not know even the logic or logical values, because Islam restricted them to disclose the logics or logical values. Islam is only the name of to yes men, because all the companions of Muhammad was only the yes men. They were not the logical or intelligent person or sorry people. Those all are the uncivilized and barbaric person who follow the Prophet Muhammad Sahib due to their vested interest. And this was the interest of the Muhammad Sahib to looted or robbed the money. In the Sharia, it is very amazing. In the Sharia, there is a punishment. There is a punishment of theft, that the hand and feet may be cut down of the thief or thief. But there is no punishment to robbery in the Islam, which was propagated or which was committed by Prophet Muhammad Sahib. Robbery, no, or looting the wealth of the Abi Sufyan tribe or any Jewish tribe, which is known as Malik Ganimat. Means robbery is no punishment in the Islam, because Muhammad provoked the robbery of the caravans of the Jewish tribes. So many Jewish tribes were looted by Prophet Muhammad Sahib. One of them was Abu Mustalik, and the chief of the chief of the Banu Mustalik was brutally murdered by Muhammad Sahib Huyaya, and her daughter husband Kinana al-Rabi was killed brutally by Muhammad due to the beautifulness, due to the beauty of Safiya bint Huaya, the daughter of Huaya and the woman or the wife of Kinana al-Rabi. She was only 17 and 16. After killing the Hayaya father and husband, Muhammad Sahib consummated the Safiya bint Huaya in the Khyber trench, Khyber Darra, Khyber La. Means, or even though this is very amazing fact that Safiya was distributed, but she was not distributed to Prophet Muhammad Sahib. She was distributed to another Muslim companion known as Diva. When Diva refused to offer Safiya to Prophet Muhammad Sahib, after asking Muhammad Sahib, somebody told to Muhammad Sahib that Safiya is very beautiful woman. This woman must be in share of you. It means Prophet Muhammad Sahib. Prophet Muhammad Sahib was so luring or uh, so lusty that he demanded to Deva to return Safiya to him. But when Deva refused, then Muhammad gave him 2 women and 7 slaves in lieu of Safiya, and Safiya was raped by Prophet Muhammad Sahib 2 or 3 days in the valley of Khyber. This is the character of Muhammad Sahib. So the Sharia law is only the fulfill the lust and the robbery to the Muslims. This Sharia law very anti-human, and this is why in this universe at this time, the present time, we cannot afford Sharia even in the Islamic country. If they impose the Sharia in their countries, that this is the duty of United Nation Organization to ban the Islamic countries, or to cancel or eliminate the membership of these Islamic countries. And this OIC, Organization of Islamic Group, is only for their vested interest, as there was a lot of interest of Prophet Muhammad Sahib. So this is the self-indulgence, and on all Islamic country are having this fact that they are self-indulgent, because Islam is the only religion where its follower only wants to gain, only wants to gain by the hook and crook, or robbed or looting the wealth of the non-Muslims, which were committed by Prophet Muhammad Sahib at there during the lifetimes. So many hadiths and the Quran verses stated this and proved this, that the Islamic law known as Sharia is very cruel and brutal, ruling against the non-Muslims or the Kafirs. Kafirs means who does not believe in Quran, Allah, Hadith, Muhammad, Dawood, Ibrahim, and Prophet Muhammad Sahib. So this is not duty of the non-Muslim of the world to unite to fight such type of ideology. They has imposed the Shariat law in their Islamic countries, where we are keep mum. In all the Islamic countries, Hindus, Christians, Jews were killing virtually by the Islamic law because they are kafir. They are below the beast. They are below the pigs. They are they are filthy, and they are just like a beast or even below the beast. Najis, the Arabic god. This we the kafirs are filthy, and we are exporting the goods to those Islamic countries who are saying that we are below the beast. What need to supply the tomato to Pakistan? If they are capable, their Allah will capable is capable, then Allah will provide them the tomato, will provide all the vegetables, well the wheat. Means Allah is not capable. Then why you are believe in Allah? If you have need to import the food stuffs from the India, Ukraine, Russia, USA, that are the non-Muslim majority countries, then what is doing your Allah? Can you feed the oil? Can you feed the petroleum? I would like to ask to all the Islamic countries, especially the Arabic countries or Middle East countries, are you are agree to feed or consume the petroleum or oil? Why Allah has did disadvantage against you? You have given oil, and there is a lot of alternatives to oil, but there is no an alternative of food stuff, and in the Arabic sand there is a very hard possibility to seeing the weather, flora and fauna Arabic country, the production of wheat, rice or maize. Though the African country, the Islamic people can afford their livelihood on its soldiers. But the Arabian country cannot survive even The Arabic country is the birthplace of Prophet Muhammad Sahib and the false fabricated Allah. So, United Nations organization must see check that this Islamic country agenda must be eliminated, and the Islamic country, all the Islamic country must be eliminated or restricted from the general membership of United Nations organization, wherein Islam does not allow the respect the non-Muslims, then what we have the compulsion or we are the non-Muslims that we are compelled to respect to these Islamic country where there is no respect to the non-Muslims or kafir. Everywhere in the Islamic country, either in Sudan, uh, either in Somalia, either in Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, even in the Malaysia, the minority are in too much distress. And when the Arakan habitant, the Rohingya Muslim, was dragged out by the Myanmar army and their people, the United Nations organization has had so much worry about the Rohingya Muslims. But the United Nations organization have no worry with the killings and the forced conversion of the Hindu women and the Hindu girl in the Pakistan. United Nations organization have no relation or have no worry about the abduction of the Christian and the Hindu girl day to day practice in the Islam. And after abducted them, the Muslims are compelled to them to convert into Islam and marry with the Muslim youth. You see the disbalance, the man and woman ratio in Islamic countries only for the four marriage just to one man. One man marriage to for women means there is a scarcity of women. This is why Prophet Muhammad allowed to Muslim to loot or looting the women of the non-Muslims, because a Muslim woman have, if four women, then certainly three women must be from the outer side, means the non-Muslim woman. If you are married with a Muslim woman only, certainly there are three men who have nothing woman to them, because the ratio of Muslim or Hindu, ratio of male and female, almost all the religion is the same. So there is no possibility to a man marry with four women. If the Muslim can marry the four women, the scarcity of numbers of the women, one woman means one male to female, but where one man and four women, then where is the three women, extra three women to the Muslim male? This is why the Muslim youth are kidnapping the non-Muslim woman or girl, and this is certified in Islam. You see, as in Pakistan, Bangladesh, this is the daily practice that the Hindu or Christian women are being kidnapped by these vultures of Islamic followers, vulture Islamic followers, because this is the cruelty of Islam. It is certified in Islam. So what we can say, this is the reality of Islam. United Nations must ban the Islamic organization countries to give the membership of United Nations Organization General Assembly. United Nations Organization is blind when the women of the Christians and Hindus and the Sikhs are being kidnapped by the Muslim terrorist in Pakistan, forcibly married to the Muslim boys. But the United Nations organizations officials are blind or keep mum. But why they are screaming when the Myanmar people dragged out the Muslims from the country because they are doing the same as is written in the Islamic description or jurisprudence to kill the kafirs and kidnap their women. The Rohingya Muslims were kidnapping the women of the Buddhists, Hindus, and other non-Muslim, and they are killing the Buddhists and Hindus in the majority Buddhist majority country. This Mr. Virathu is the real hero of the human and mankind because he is a real hero who saved the humanity in the Myanmar. But the United Nations organization officials were screaming that this is the intolerance in the Buddhist. Buddhists and Hindus never be intolerant. They are very, very tolerant. But this is our prime duty to defend ourselves also. Because in Gita, Lord Sri Krishna said that please tit for tat. If they are bad, then you are you. If those people are bad, then we, the Sanatani, are your dad. If you are polite, then we are so light. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, share my channel, and put the bell icons so every notification you will get in time. Thank you very much. This message to all Western people. Please be aware. You must be aware about Islam and its virtual ideology against the non-Muslims, including Christian, Jews, Buddhists, Hindus. Thank you.